Hello, and welcome back for another Fast Freight 5, sponsored by Ceresys, the Transportation Management Solutions Company, now a global trans company. On Thursday, January 30th, the World Health Organization, WHO, declared coronavirus a public health emergency of international concern. However, WHO did not impose any restrictions on the movement of people or goods, indicating that it may make conditions worse. The coronavirus is a global public health emergency that originated in Wuhan, China in late December 2019. While on the surface, a medical health crisis doesn't intuitively link it with supply chain execution. But with China's place in the global economy, supply chain leaders must not avoid the meaningful and long-lasting impacts of the coronavirus. To help explain the coronavirus's potential impact on shippers, we'll give you the top 5 things to know about the coronavirus and its impact on shipping. So let's give you 5 things real fast. Number 1, what is the coronavirus? Coronavirus is defined as an enveloped, non-segmented, single-stranded, positive-sense RNA virus named after corona or crown, like surface projections. A novel coronavirus, 2019 nCoV, is a new strain of coronavirus that has not been previously identified in humans or detected before the outbreak was reported in Wuhan, China in December 2019. People living or traveling in an area where the 2019 nCoV virus is circulating may be at risk of infection. At present, 2019 nCoV is circulating in China, where now tens of thousands of people have been infected, and now, unfortunately, over 1,000 people have perished from the disease. People who have recently traveled from China or who have been living or working closely with those travelers can also contract this virus. This includes seafarers, the people who keep the shipping and freight industry, and therefore the world economy, running. Number 2, it will cause fewer transport options out of China. Shippers looking to transport products out of mainland China will see a reduction in air freight capacity as Cathay Pacific, a major passenger and cargo airline for the region, cut its capacity by at least 50% through March. The computer and electrical equipment industry and the machinery industry could take the biggest hits. On February 2nd, the U.S. implemented stringent travel restrictions in an effort to contain the novel coronavirus outbreak. Number 3, potential impacts at ports of LA and Long Beach. The U.S. State Department has issued a do not travel advisory for China. That could be problematic for the LA and Long Beach ports since a little more than half of the complex's cargo ship calls emanate from China. Officials at both ports are reporting. So far, though, the new restrictions have not resulted in any quarantines or other snags. Thankfully, we have yet to see any impact on operations, said Noel Hasageba, Deputy Executive Director for the Port of Long Beach, per the publication Daily Breeze. Number 4, plan, and have more contingency plans. Regardless of the industry, the biggest concern for businesses is that consumers change purchasing habits due to fear of exposure, again challenging logistics networks. The risk for disruption in the supply chain is here, and no one really knows what will happen with the coronavirus. All of those consequences continue to highlight the need to have a smart and adaptive supply chain that can handle even the most novel of problems. Utilize technology to aid your supply chain in hedging any supply chain disruptions and lean on partners to help in executing those contingency plans. And number 5, what are the surface transportation impacts? So far, the coronavirus, from a logistics network standpoint, mostly focused on planning around international freight moves, but there could be an impact on surface transportation, including trucking. With 30 to 40% of the freight that moves in the country having entered through a port at some point, almost half of that coming from China, there could be a noticeable decline in freight volumes as a result of the loss of production from the coronavirus outbreak. So far this year, truckload volumes have been on par with 2019 without much deviation, averaging around 0.67% in 2020, higher than in 2019. Capacity has not been an issue, which has kept spot rates low and made it difficult for carriers to utilize their equipment. But even as much as 1% decline in demand may further inhibit the beleaguered trucking sector and its potential recovery effort this year. How do you think the coronavirus will impact the larger supply chain? What about domestic freight? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and have a great week.
Well, before you go, make sure you click over here to check out all of our TMS videos, click over here to subscribe, and click up here to go to Cerasis.com.